In my previous video about sketching, I taught how to be light with your pencil strokes and give up the need to complete all of your lines in one go in order to be more careful and accurate. Now, let's take this a step further and focus on building confidence. Find a piece of paper and draw two dots about a phone length apart. Now, use light, short strokes and make your best attempt at drawing a line connecting these two dots. If your line isn't very straight or didn't end up at the finishing point, try to focus more on that second dot where you're headed. And if your line has a very scratchy, messy look, you should focus a bit more on starting each stroke within the last, creating one continual clean line. Keep doing this exercise until you feel a bit more confident with it. Once you do, start trying to use fewer, longer strokes to complete each line. You can also try doing the whole line as one stroke without lifting your pencil at all. Just remember that no matter how many strokes you use, keep them light. If your line is too dark to be easily erased, you are pressing too hard. Your pencil should just be lightly grazing the paper. The ability to use fewer strokes to complete each line in a sketch is something that no one can start out with, but it's something every learning artist naturally works towards by practicing, and you may be unsure why you would want to bother trying to draw with fewer strokes when you can do the same line with many. I find that learning to lift your pencil frequently is a good starting point, and in many cases, this will help you get the control over the lines you need. For example, this bean shape is best done with lifting my pencil a few times, and a curve like this is best done as one. Being able to use fewer strokes is faster, and generally, drawings that incorporate some of these bolder lines will turn out much more dynamic. The more sketches you make, the more line confidence and accuracy you will have. As you continue to practice connecting dots, try some curved lines as well. And when you're sketching out anything, try to sketch with confident, intentional, curved, and straight lines. When doing longer strokes, it helps to not rest your hand on the page. When you rest your hand or forearm in one spot, you are using your wrist to draw, which is really only what you want to do for smaller details or drawings. When you keep your whole hand moving, you are instead using your arm or shoulder. One more thing I think is worth mentioning is going over a line several times. Artists will generally go over a line a couple times before moving on to the next. I can't even explain why we do this. For me, it almost feels like some lines don't count unless I go over them again, and I guess I'm verifying in my mind that it's the line I want. If anyone has a better explanation for this, do tell. Anyways, I hope you found this helpful.